When there's trouble in the love nest,
I can't go back to your apartment anymore.
what's a guy to do?
I had something else in mind. A hotel.
Just remember when you check in,
I want to be with you like a husband should be with his wife.
make sure no one is checking you out.
He signed in as Ryan McNeil. They're in room 204.
The young and the restless.
This is CBS.
Jean Stempion. She's fair, but tough. Make it Judge Stempion. Paid for by Jean Stempion for Circuit Court.
You've heard it by now. After 20 years, Home Design's Tri-State Furniture is forced into bankruptcy. Creditors demand payment. To raise cash, Home Designs must liquidate quality name brand home furnishings immediately. Now, buy famous brand name furniture, bedding, and accessories at forced liquidation pricing. Now, save up to 70% and more. Home Designs must raise cash. Home Designs in an urgent bankruptcy liquidation.
Public service. It's a Levin tradition. Born and raised here, Sandy Levin hasn't forgotten what he learned working at Dodge, Maine, and driving a cab to get through college. He looks you in the eye and listens to what you say. Sandy works hard for hard-working families, for seniors, and for our kids. In a time of change, we need someone who shoots straight, who's in touch. Sandy Levin, a difference we can depend on.
Women now have a new choice in contraception. The FDA approves a new drug that prevents pregnancy for 3 months with just one injection. Get the facts on First News at 4.
I think it's a really good idea that Chris goes to London with him. Say what? Oh!
Yeah, sorry about that mess, huh?
No, honey. This is what a house is supposed to look like a week before election.
All right. Tell you what, I'll clean this up and you go whip up something exotic for lunch in that juicer, huh?
How about I whip up a burger with all the fixins? I got a yen.
Yeah, now you're talking. You know what I was thinking? Maybe we should go to England in the spring and visit Aunt Penny. You know, I hear it's really beautiful in May.
Honey, I don't want to think any further than next week when I have my first HIV test.
Oh, you say?
Lunch.
Glad Barbara told Dad about Jennifer before he left, huh?
Yo, Tom! Jennifer's birthday is tomorrow. Oh, Barbara, this is so precious.
Oh, I love it, too. I had so much fun designing. It's for Jennifer's birthday.
Ah, you're gonna have her a big party?
Oh, you know, Lisa, I haven't even planned anything yet. Kind of waiting for Hal to call, hoping that maybe he can drive up.
Hello?
Hey, hello there.
Hi. Well, you look like $1,000,000.
I do. Well, thanks to you. It's your design.
Any kind words for the man who bought it for you?
Yes, thanks a million.
Oh, happy anniversary, you
Thank
two.
you.
Many more.
Thanks. I have all the papers you wanted.
Oh, great.
Wanna
Let's
go
take a
through?
look. Yeah.
Lisa, have you talked to Scott recently?
No, what?
I think the honeymoon may be over between him and Lucinda. He came by our place looking for a job.
What? You mean to say that Scott's leaving Lucy? Scott's leaving Lucy?
Oh, Scott. I thought you'd be more pleased with your new contract.
I'm just reading the fine print.
Cousin Carl drew it up. If you don't like something, if you have a question, get on the phone.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. But you know, I just as soon forget the contract. I'm sure I could hang my shingle someplace else if you're worried about being an employer involved with an employee. Then again, I'd sign that contract in a New York minute if I thought I could have the job and the relationship.
Holden, we don't want to pressure you into anything that you're not ready to do, but Dr. Sussman told us that he had a talk with you yesterday, and he told you that you were ready to leave, that you were ready to be released and rebuild your life.
Yes, but when he told me that, I thought that I was going to be starting out here in New York, near the hospital.
Holden, you were raised on a farm, and you were very happy there. All we're asking is that you come back with us and see how you feel about it.
once you get to know us and the land where you grew up, I mean, if you won't want to be there any longer, you don't have to be. I mean, you can come back here. It'll be your choice.
Well, Cal sent his jet. We could all go back together.
Cal?
Cal Strickland. He's my grandfather. You met him last night.
Yeah, I remember him.
I hope you'll give us this chance.
I know, Holden, that we're strangers to you. But to us, you know, you're my son and brother, and you're Lily's husband. And we love you. We love you very much. Please, please meet us halfway.
Holden, all the months that we worked together, what you wanted most in the world was for your family to find you. And they finally have. And I think you should give them a chance.
If I did go, would you come with me?
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Always, the only maxi with a unique dry weave top sheet. Always.
It's wonderful. It actually protects better than a thick maxi.
It's Always Ultra Plus with dry weave.
Unlike other leading maxis, its dry weave top sheet helps keep the surface cleaner and drier. And even with twice as much liquid, its special lock-away core helps trap wetness better than most pads. 5 times thicker. I found what I like. I won't use anything else.
Always Ultra Plus with dry weave. It's not just thinner, it's cleaner and drier.
Hot coffee and steak in front of strangers at 30,000 feet? Not till I switched. Now I fix it and forget it.
That's good. When people are watching you this closely, you just can't be worried about your dentures. That's why I Fix-A-Dent and forget it.
Fix-A-Dent holds stronger than any other adhesive. It even stands up to the hottest liquids.
Taste it, Grandpa.
He never would have tried this with his old adhesive.
For the strongest hold you can get, Fix-A-Dent and forget it.
I didn't believe it. My daughter tells me.
Let's bake the kids some microwave cupcakes.
Didn't I tell her what can come out of a microwave? Half-baked. But she says Duncan's Cups has this special baking box, so they all come out tasting oven-baked. Huh. In 4 minutes, they're gonna taste moist and fluffy.
Well, Mom, doesn't anyone have to work anymore?
Duncan's Cups taste oven-baked, not half-baked.
Daryl, what? Daryl? How could you possibly think that that would prove your innocence to Franny by doing such a thing? No, it doesn't. How does that prove that Gavin was lying? No, it doesn't. It only makes you look bad. No, I'll explain it all to Tom. All right. Daryl went up to the prison to see Gavin.
Why?
Because Gavin told Franny that Daryl was having an affair with Candace Rogers when Carolyn was murdered, and that Franny was in danger, could be Daryl's next victim. Look. This is Gavin Kruger talking, okay?
So Daryl thought it would help to go up there and discuss this with Gavin.
Discuss it?
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, the guards pried them apart.
Great.
Also, I told Daryl that if the warden called here to talk to you, that I would let him know. All right? I'm gonna go get lunch. Listen, honey, why don't you call Scott and tell him that he's back on the campaign with you, huh?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it ever since he stopped over last night.
Well, look, I think it took real guts for him to come over here and tell us the whole story, even with Mama here. And he was telling us the truth.
What happened to the burgers with all the fixins?
This is it. Come on, if it's going to boost my immune system, I guess I will stay on this health regime. Well, if you really want me to go and make you some greasy fried burger...
No, you. Do them just the way I like them, rare and orange. Huh.
Honey, I want your advice about something.
Well, I hesitate to say this to a police officer, but shoot.
Lorraine called, and Sid is going out of town on a business trip, and she really wants to go with him, but they would like Ricky to stay here with us.
That'd be perfect. Why not?
Because I don't think it's fair to let Ricky stay here if they don't know about me.
If you are infected, the chances are that you are not, by the way. Ricky is not going to get this disease from you.
Look, we know that because we've done all this research on AIDS, but Lorraine and Sid don't know that. If the tables were turned, I'd want to know.
Fine, so what are you saying?
I'm saying I want to tell Lorraine the truth. Come on, Tom, she's my friend. I trust her.
Does this mean you reconsidered? You've changed your philosophy about employer and employee?
Now, I told you, I already told you, Scott, I can't get into all of that. I've got too much on my mind with my poor daughter, all her problems.
Yes, I've noticed that. You know, maybe you'd feel better if you went to New York and were with her. If you'd like, I'd be very happy to go with you. Yes, Scott Eldridge. Oh, hello, Lisa. When did you get back?
Just about an hour ago. I'm here at Fashions. Kirk just told me that you're going to be leaving my dear old buddy, Lucinda.
Well, actually, a lot's happened since I talked to Kirk last. Yeah, Lucinda's just given me a big raise and a big promotion and a big 3-year contract. No, I couldn't possibly consider leaving now.
I'm sorry for putting you in that position with my family. It just kind of came out before I could think.
I know. No harm done. Holden, I want to talk very straight with you.
Okay.
I know in the past 24 hours a lot has gone on. And I can imagine how overwhelmed you must feel.
Yesterday, when I went to Central Park, my whole world was here. And then I come back here. I have these strangers who want to see me, wanting something from me I can't give them.
I know, but they acted very differently today. They're trying to understand what you've been through, how things have changed for you. And I hope you try to understand what it is for them to love someone so much who doesn't know who they are.
I have been trying to understand that. I wish that I could feel what they want me to feel.
You can't force yourself to feel something that you don't feel yet. But what you have to ask yourself is, what do you want for yourself now that you know who you are and where you came from?
I don't know. I do know that my wife was very hurt when she gave me this watch and this ring. Because she wanted me to feel something, and I couldn't.
It's going to take time for you to get to know your wife again and your family. But they understand the situation, and they're going to be patient. And they're going to wait for the day when you're ready to reach out to them. But I think that you should give them the chance they're asking for. Go back to Oakdale, to the farm where you were raised. See all the people who know you there, because that is where your life is. And that is where you're going to find all the answers you've been searching for.
Everything seemed fine. I was one load away from finishing a mountain of wash. I didn't know there were crayons in the dryer, every color in the rainbow, melting all over our expensive new jeans. I thought they were ruined. But I just bought my first box of Ultra-Tide, so I gave it a try. Washed twice in hot water, and was I surprised. They look brand spanking new. Thanks, Lee and Mikesell.
Would your detergent get out melted in crayons? Tide did. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
After 80 years, we finally found something to improve. The package. Natural, whole grain goodness. Roman meal. It's that good.
Something new. Color tiles fall up to 50% off Blockbuster. DuPont Stainmaster Carpet. No wax vinyl tile. Wood flooring up to 50% off. Color tiles Blockbuster final week. Hurry, sale ends Tuesday.
You're looking at the birth of an entirely new form of antacid. New Mylanta gel caps. Easy to swallow with absolutely no chalky taste. The potency of Mylanta antacid now in a gel cap. My doctor said Mylanta.
Bob Campbell has a bad cold, but he can't take anything that'll make him drowsy. Luckily, there's new Tylenol cold gel caps. The only cold medicine in a gel cap that won't make you drowsy. New Tylenol cold gel caps.
Sunday, a murder in an old Irish tower is blamed on a ghost, but Jessica suspects it's all Blarney.
I think I know how it was done.
On Murder, She Wrote.
I'm sorry to get your hopes up about Scott leaving Lucinda.
Isn't that just like that person to just give him a great big promotion so she can get her little clutches in it?
Hi.
Oh, hi
Did
there.
Miss Mansfield get a hold of you?
No, what's up?
She called right as I was leaving the office. I gave her the number over here. I don't know what it's about. I think it's about you flying to Denver, maybe, about the Special Olympics that Mansfield is
I'm going to be
organizing.
flying out there. I told her that, but I'll give her another call.
Okay, good.
Well, I see I'm the last to arrive. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. Did I have any messages at the office?
Nope. No? Okay, great. Well, let's get this meeting rolling, shall we?
This is for the shoot right here.
Well, I'll just go over there. Help
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Honey, I'm going to get them out front so you can have some privacy. Thanks. Well, okay.
You ready?
Ready for a big meeting. Here we go.
I think I've broken the Harper's Code. If I can just get my hands on the Crawford file, I'll be able to answer the questions Franny has about Darryl.
Hal, please don't put yourself in any more danger because of Franny.
Hi, George. How you doing?
My stomach's killing me. I just went by the office. Is the boss here?
No, Anthony had to go someplace. Andy said it was important. He wanted you to drive him, but you weren't here, George. He had to ask one of the other drivers to do it. You know, George, that coffee, it's not going to help your stomach any.
Nothing's gonna help my stomach.
George, where have you been?
I was sick again this morning, Mr. Harper. I'm sorry, Harold said you wanted me to drive you somewhere.
Yeah, I got Marty to do it. Harold, this can go back into the vault.
Sure.
I was just up at Hillsborough to see Gavin Kruger. Told him we closed out the balance due on his account.
I'll bet he was glad to hear that.
Said he's promising to pay us back every cent because he's about to get the proof he needs to get a retrial to prove that Darryl Crawford set him up. Can you believe that one, George? I think being in prison has affected Gavin's brain.
Fixing lunch is one of the joys of motherhood.
Peanut butter again?
It's a thankless job.
Ew, egg salad? Isn't this your doggy bag from last night?
You're always pressed for time.
Are you mad at me?
Thank goodness for Lunchables from Oscar Mayer. Their best meats, cheeses, crackers, even dessert. Best of all, kids love them.
Thanks, Mom.
Lunchables from Oscar Mayer. Nothing but the best.
These are all good cleaners, but did you know that not one of them disinfects? So you don't get your home totally clean until you use Lysol deodorizing cleaner. Lysol cleans and kills germs without any extra effort. Germs can be anywhere, so don't do part of the job. Lemon Fresh Lysol deodorizing cleaner cleans and disinfects.
Ghostly odors popping up to haunt your home? Get into the spirit of the islands with Love My Carpet Tropical Blossoms. It'll help you get rid of unpleasant odors while the scent of a tropical garden fills the room. Try Love My Carpet Tropical Blossoms and get into the spirit.
Do you know what my favorite country is? Country scent Lysol spray. There's not another country like it.
I wouldn't change my country
for $1 million.
Country Scent Lysol Disinfectant Spray is a refreshing blend of country fragrances in a disinfectant spray. Isn't it time you moved to a new country?
I love this country.
Before Elvis, before the Beatles, there was Sinatra. And there still is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
The music was just the beginning.
Knots Landing premieres tonight on CBS.
Scott, I wanted to inform you that the lawyers who got you out of jail in the south of France did a good job. They got your name off the record, too. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, Tom, that's great. Listen, thanks a lot for calling.
Listen, it's not the only reason I called. I want to apologize for the way I handled the situation last night. I've been under a lot of pressure.
Of course you have. I'm sorry I had to add to it.
Sure. Listen, I know there's not much time till the election, but I sure would like to have my brother back on the team.
Well, you got it.
Great. Let's get together after work, huh?
Sure. But hold on that. I might be going out of town. How about I call you later?
Okay. Keep in touch with me. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hi. You are a good man.
I know. A little judgmental at times, but...
And hard to find, huh?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Margot. I came by to get the campaign stuff.
Great. Listen, I'm a little worried. The volunteers didn't finish the mailings, so...
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll have Archie get it all out by tonight. It's no problem.
Really? Thanks.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you for the great job that M&A's doing on PR for me.
I want to see you get reelected.
Thanks. Can I at least take that out?
Sure.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I knew she was going to say sure.
Honey, I love you.
I know.
I'll throw your back at it.
Hey, Ellie, you know what? I was up at Chicago General yesterday. I was at a group session. I could have sworn I saw you there. Well, maybe not.
No, I was there. I was. I just appreciate it if you wouldn't mention it to anyone.
Oh, well, I told Tom and Mama, but everything's okay. Nothing's wrong, right?
No, everything's okay. I had a business meeting, and then I just had a checkup, so everything's fine.
Good.
Thanks for asking, though.
You're welcome.
Well, I guess I should take this, huh?
Okay. Hey, Lorraine, come on in.
Hi.
Lorraine, my neighbor. This is Ellie Anderson.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Sorry, I hate to run. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I hope this isn't a bad time. I just wondered if you decided to take Ricky while we're away.
Yeah, it'd be fine with us, Lorraine, but there is one thing that I want you and Sid to know, and I hope that you keep it confidential.
Sure. What is it?
Well, Lorraine, the man who raped me was HIV positive.
Good Lord. Does that mean...
It means that I have to wait a few more months and go through more testing until I find out whether he's infected me or not.
Oh, Margot, I'm so sorry. Please don't worry about Ricky. I'll make other arrangements. I gotta go. Finish packing. See you when we get back.
Bye, Lorraine.
Oh, now, about this contract. If you're ready to sign on the dotted, then we need a witness. Why don't I go and find Thelma?
I'm not going to sign it.
Oh.
All right, I'll sign it. Under one condition.
What's that?
That tonight you and I get together for a big, private celebration.
Darling, I told you, I'm not ready for all that right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Thelma, just put it through. It's Lily.
Oh, I'll take it in my office.
No, take it here. And I'll go get Thelma. And don't forget if you want me to come to New York with you.
Darling, hello. How are you doing?
Well, Holden's doctor said that he can be discharged today, but
he doesn't want to go with us unless Dr. McKay comes.
Good grief. When I talked to Dr. McKay last night, she made no indication that he'd become so attached to her.
Well, she's the only one that he seems to feel close to. He doesn't even remember me. He just looks at me like I'm a total stranger. And, all I can think about is when he used to say we were always a part of each other, and now he doesn't even know who I am.
I cannot bear this, darling. I just can't bear it that you should have to go through this alone. I'm calling my pilot. I'll be there in a few hours.
No. No, don't. I still hope that he's going to change his mind and he's just going to fly back with us. It's just all those months that he was missing, I thought of everything, but I just never thought that he wouldn't be able to remember me.
Mama. Mama, I know that you blame me for all this, but please, for Lily's sake, I hope that we can act like we can pretend that there's nothing wrong between us, because I don't think Lily's ready to hear the truth now. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where's Holden?
Still with Dr. McKay. Look, I want you to understand, it's natural for a patient to form an attachment to his therapist, especially in a case like this. Dr. McKay has been working with Holden since his surgery. All the progress that he's made has been under her care, her training. Of course, he's afraid to take this next step without her.
Yes, sir, we understand, but we're his family and we're here now, and...
No, I'm afraid that family is just a word for your son now, Mrs. Snyder. You're all still strangers to him. He's going to have to build new relationships with each of you, and that is a frightening prospect to him, especially since you're talking about taking him away from the one person he feels close to.
I'm afraid I couldn't get him to agree to make the trip without me. So I agreed to fly back with him.
1 a.m., still awake. Your fever's worse. The coughing and congestion just keep you awake. This flu you handled today now feels out of control. You've got the night flu and you need maximum relief. TheraFlu introduces new maximum strength nighttime, the strongest hot liquid formula ever made. It relieves your worst flu symptoms so you can get the sleep you desperately need. New maximum strength nighttime from TheraFlu. Maximum flu relief so you can sleep.
What's got into that cat?
Friskies. Woo! What in the world? Well, I never. Oh, yes, I have.
Friskies. What's got into that cat?
Great tasting Friskies, filled with energy-producing nutrients to bring out the frisky in your cat.
What's got into that cat?
Friskies.
To be honest, I don't know if I bought it for Kimmy or me.
Mom!
I remember loving my dollhouse more than anything. It was a really special part of my childhood. I wanted Kimmy to have that experience. And the Play School dollhouse lived up to all those expectations.
Shh, baby's asleep.
It's really beautiful. Has lots of nice furniture, comes with a very nice family. It even has a nightlight that plays a lullaby. And most important, Kimmy's crazy about it.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Is a dangerous health problem being swept under the rug?
It's a moral outrage.
What does this government agency know that you don't? And all new Street Stories with Ed Bradley tonight.
The most unusual presidential race comes down to one night. Join Rather, Chung, Wallace, Bradley, Schiefer, and Carruth for Campaign 92, Election Night, Tuesday.
This is CBS.
It's like the Mayo Clinic for pets, and it's here in Michigan. Tonight at 6 in a special report, Pet Patients, how this clinic could someday save your pet's life.
Announcing the same-day contact lens sale at First Optometry. There's never been a better time than right now to buy your contacts, because at First Optometry, our most popular contact lenses are now on sale. starting at just $99 for your exam and same-day contacts. You'll also save on all disposable contact lenses from Johnson & Johnson, including the new Daily Wear disposables, now only at First Optometry. Attention all AAA Michigan members, show your card and save even more.
Before you vote, remember the record. Every year for the past 12 years, the Republicans tried to cut Medicare, and in 9 of those years, they've done it. And this year, they've proposed a plan that could lower benefits for nearly 30 million older Americans and virtually eliminate compensation for over 1 million disabled veterans. Medicare cuts, health care crisis, the worst economic record since the Great Depression. Senior citizens know better than anyone. It's time for a change, and that's what the new Democrats are fighting for: Social Security and quality, affordable health care.
The healthcare crunch is becoming a dog-eat-dog world. Are you paying too much to keep your pet patients healthy? Find out from TV2's Kay Lowry tonight on Eyewitness News at 6.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
So, Mom and Larry will be staying in a little villa in Montega that Craig and Sierra found for them. Oh, and Mom wanted me to assure you that they are coming back. Well, John, they knew you wouldn't begrudge them a few days off for their honeymoon. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi.
Hi. Is it okay if Archie goes ahead and sends out the mailers for Tom Hughes?
You bet.
Great.
Have you heard anything more on Holden?
No.
I want you to know, Ellie, if there's anything I can do for you when he gets back, please let me know.
Thank you.
I've been thinking a lot about him lately. You know, even though our marriage was a mistake, he was very good to me. He forgave me a lot. Even when I lied to him about the baby I lost being his.
Emily, when you found out that you were pregnant by Stenbeck, did you ever consider having an abortion?
No, not then. But I was still in love with James. I was heartbroken when I miscarried. But now that I look back, in the end, it all worked out best for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. Be right there.
Oh, I need the Meridian account file.
Right
oh,
here.
It's right here. Great. Okay.
See you in a bit.
Ruth, I just sent Connor to... hold on one second. Connor, can you pull the contract for the athlete who's making the opening address for the Mansfield Special Olympics and check the date?
The date is blank.
Evan. I think we found the problem, Ruth. Evan never firmed up the date. Yeah, but... No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the athlete. I'm going to tell him we're going to get a special jet, send him to Denver. I promise he will be there or we'll get somebody better. Yep. Okay, bye. Oh, man. Jane, can you get the athlete who's making the opening statement for the Mansfield Special Olympics on the phone ASAP, please? Yeah, send him in. Thanks. Scott's here. Maybe he's having second thoughts about signing his life away to Lucinda. Scott, what's the good word?
Hey. I just want to stop by and thank you guys for your consideration, but I'm not going to be looking for a job.
Yeah, Lisa told us that you signed a 3-year contract with Lucinda.
That's right.
Excuse me. Daryl. Yep, be right there. Excuse me, I have to check on the DeWitt commercial. Scott, good luck. I always said Lucinda's a great teacher.
Among the other things he said about her.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Sure didn't take you long to prove yourself. I remember how nervous you were the night before you started at Worldwide.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get through it, but you were there, you helped me.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you were comfortable enough to come here looking for a job. Maybe that means that you're getting over what happened between us. Maybe you actually think now that we can possibly be friends someday.
Maybe.
You can take off for lunch as soon as you finish up here, Harold. Great, thanks.
George, what are you doing here?
I was waiting to talk to you, Mr. Harper. It's okay if I leave early today?
I made a doctor's appointment.
Oh, wish you told me earlier. I let Martin go. I need you to drive to Oakdale to pick up my wife tonight.
Oh, well, I hate to cancel this appointment, but...
Look, Anthony, if it's going to be a problem, I could always go.
Forget it, Harold. You're not a driver anymore.
No, wait. Come on, I'm almost finished up here, and you know what? I could use a couple of hours relaxing behind the wheel.
All right. Fine. You always were Vicky's favorite driver, anyway.
What time should I pick her up?
I don't know. Call her at Walsh when you get to Oakdale. Okay, George, take off, but give me more notice next time, all right?
Thanks, Mr. Harper. I hope there won't be a next time.
All right.
Thanks, Gleason.
George?
All right, I've got a meeting over at the office with my brothers. I probably won't be back here before you leave, so have a safe trip.
You know I'll do that. And I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Gavin said he intends to pay us back every cent because he's about to get the proof he needs to get a retrial and prove Daryl Crawford set him up.
Thank goodness for Even Flow Stronger disposable bottles. Yippee! Only Even Flow disposables are double sealed to help prevent leaks. And they fit all nursers. Even Flow disposables take the bumps without breaking. Hey, Mom! Even Flow Stronger disposable bottles.
Hey, where'd it go?
Send a hug from far away. Brighten up a rainy day. Flowers say what words can't say. It's as easy as FTD.
Whatever you need to say, your FTD florist can send the right bouquet. And remember,
It's as easy as FTD.
Whenever you vacuum, use Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner. It's so easy to get clean rugs in minutes with no scrubbing. We have time to show you again. Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner. It's so easy to get clean rugs with no scrubbing. We had time to show you again. And for pet stains, introducing Woolite Pet Stain Eliminator. It removes tough pet stains and odors better than ordinary rug cleaners. New Woolite Pet Stain Eliminator, because ordinary rug cleaners aren't always enough.
So we can't leave Ricky over there. Margot said it would take 6 months to find out the man who attacked her passed the virus on to her. And I pray for her sake he didn't, but in the meantime, we can't take the risk. There's someone at the door, Sid. Okay. I'll see you tonight.
Hi. Ricky let me in. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Could I sit down?
I'm so sorry about Margot. I had no idea you were going through this. If there's anything I can do,
Well, there is, actually, yeah. I mean, if you're serious about that, you can listen to what I have to say. I think you need to educate yourself a little about the HIV situation before you write Margot out of your life, and certainly before you write Adam out of Ricky's. Margot and I haven't told members of our own family because we don't want them to have to go through the hell of this waiting period with us. So I know this is chancy, but I hope you won't say anything to anyone except Sid.
I told Margot I wouldn't.
Okay, good. Now, the reason she told you that she would want to know if the situation were reversed was not because Ricky is in any danger by being over at our house.
I'm sorry, Tom. I mean, look, what if Margot was fixing the kids' lunch and she cut her finger? Or what if Ricky fell and scratched himself? Any minor accident?
I understand. Margot and I talked about all these possibilities. We found out that there was a chance that she may have been exposed to the HIV virus, but she takes every precaution. Lorraine. She doesn't put my kids at risk. She's certainly not going to put Ricky at any risk of being infected.
Now, you have to understand, this whole conversation we're having is if she has been infected, and her doctor says the chances are very, very slim that she has.
I pray that's true. But as a father, you must understand my not wanting to take even the smallest chance with my child's life.
I understand. Now, I brought a couple things by that I think perhaps you'd like to take a look at. I think after you do, you will see that your fears are not based on fact. Thanks.
I know how hard this must be for you, both of you.
No, I don't think you do. But Margot she's gone to a support group, and it helps her through the waiting period. Lorraine, listen, if you have any questions at all, you call me at the office, okay?
Sure. Let me see you out.
It's okay, I know the way.
I called the police station, and they said that you had gone home. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to take some time off. Tell me, how did your interview with Johnny Mathis go?
Oh, that was fine. He was charming. You'll see it when it airs. Look, did you hear the tacky news about Scott?
What news, Lisa?
Well, he has just signed away 3 years of his life to work for that horrible person I cannot stand.
Oh, you're kidding. Well, he came by here last night and he thought his job was in danger.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Look, Margot, on this happy note, I'm going to leave you now, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.
How's she doing?
Okay, she sends her love to you. Thanks.
Fashion's Barbara Ryan.
Hi, I'm glad you answered. I can't talk long.
Are you driving down tonight?
I'll call you back.
What?
He hung up.
Come in. Hi. Hi, I thought you'd be really busy. I mean, now that you've got this big promotion at Worldwide, I thought you'd be working.
No. Actually, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, well, I'll give you two a little space then. Good to see you, Scott.
You too, Barbara.
Come on in.
Something's come up about my past, something that Tom heard, and, well, I'm not very proud of it, but I want you to hear it from me.
Okay. What is it?
2 years ago, in the south of France, I was arrested for drug trafficking. I was carrying a package for Kitty Fielding. I had no idea there was cocaine in it. I swear to you.
Okay. I believe you.
Anyway, the lawyers got the charges dropped, and I heard from Tom and Margot this morning that I don't have a record with the French police, so the past is in the past. It won't come up again.
How did Tom find out about this, honey?
That's a long story. I really don't want to go into it.
Well, why don't we have dinner together tonight? You go into the whole thing. Tell me all about it. I've missed our time together so much.
Well, I don't know that I can. I promised Lucinda that I'd fly to New York with her.
I booked a flight to Oakdale for this afternoon.
Thank you. It's much better for me this way. I couldn't be on the same plane with them all right now. I need time to think through everything.
I understand. I explained it to your family. Holden, I told you when we first started working together that Dr. Sussman and I would never turn you out on your own until you were ready. And I never go back on my word.
I know.
Hello?
Hold
just getting ready to leave for the airport, and we thought we'd come by and say so long until we see you in Luther's Corners.
I need to get the directions to the farm.
Oh, I think it's probably the best if I come pick you up at the airport.
Oh, I appreciate that. Is that all right with you, Holden? Well, our flight arrives at 5:30. Here's the flight.
Okay, I'll be there.
This seems like home to you, and it must be very hard for you to leave it, but I just hope that you remember you're going back to the farm, a place that you used to love, and the people who love you. And I'm going to do everything I can to help you.
Thank you.
We all will. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, one question. I was wondering, what was I doing the night that I got mugged? What was I doing in New York? I know that my brother Seth here lives in New York. Was I here to visit you, Seth?
What's cherry red? Loaded with extras and purrs when you floor it. Guess again. It's the Dirt Devil Power Pack, a powerful compact vacuum with a revolving brush and handy tools for all your cleaning needs. So get the Dirt Devil Power Pack and get rolling.
We all count on our batteries to get us through, but you never know when they're going to hit the skids. Only Duracell has the copper top battery tester, so you can be sure your batteries will keep you gliding along. You can't top the copper top.
When it rains, finesse adjusts. When things heat up, finesse adjusts. Conditions change, finesse adjusts. Conditions more when you need it, less when you don't. Your hair is always beautiful, no matter what.
No matter what your hair goes through, no matter what life does to you, finesse your hair to beautiful, beautiful. Finesse your hair to beautiful. Finesse your hair to beautiful.
The leading cold tablet can take up to 20 minutes to start relieving congestion. Imagine waiting 20 minutes. Fortunately, you don't have to. Afrin gives complete relief in less than 5 minutes, 4 times faster than the leading cold tablet. And we'll prove it. Call 1-800-55-AFRIN, and we'll send you a sample of Afrin free. That's 1-800-55-AFRIN. But call now, because while Afrin gives you relief in less time, time on this offer is running out. Afrin, because you shouldn't have to wait to breathe.
Peter Pan introduces new whipped peanut butter. It's so smooth. It's so fluffy. It's peanut butter that melts in your mouth. New Peter Pan whipped. The greatest thing since sliced bread.
57, 58, 59.
Right.
He told me you were coming.
Hey, that's the kind of reception I like. How you doing, buddy?
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at the office earning a good living for us, at the very least at the campaign headquarters?
Well, actually, I stopped by the detective office, and Max said you took the rest of the afternoon off, so I wanted to see if you were okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just wanted to have a little time after my talk with Lorraine.
You know what I did? I stopped by her house and took her, a couple pamphlets, a little reading material. I thought it would help waylay some of her fears.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
It just surprised me, Tom. I mean, I was surprised at how hurt I was. I think I'm so strong all the time, and I really don't know. You know, in group, though, they talk a lot about how people are suddenly treated like pariahs after friends and family find out that they're HIV positive, and if my test comes back positive, we're going to have to face a lot of that.
You know what? I think that perhaps you should talk to someone in group about this. I think you feel better.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to the group leader on the phone, but not with the boys around.
Well, why don't I take him out?
Thanks.
I go play with Ricky.
No, you can't go play with Ricky.
Why?
Why?
Because
Ricky's mom and dad are planning to go away and they're home packing.
You know what, though? We could go out and play ball. You want to play ball, Scarecrow? Okay, let's go. You too, buddy. Come on. Outside. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
came over to apologize for racing out of here earlier.
Mom, can I play with Adam?
Sure.
Hurry on, honey. They're in the back.
Look, Lorraine, you don't have to apologize. I understand completely if you don't want Ricky around me.
Margot, I thought over what Tom said, and I read the pamphlets he gave me. And right now, the only one I'm worried about is you.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, good. I was just reading over the job you guys are doing for Tom. It's great.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I hear you're doing your share to get him reelected also.
Trying.
I like your office, Scott.
Really?
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your promotion.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the Meridian account. And Lucinda wanted to be here for the meeting, but she's just been busy with everything that's going on with Lily.
Yeah.
It must be hard for you, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really hard seeing Holden. He's not going to know that I'm his sister or even that he was married to Emily. It'd be very strange.
I didn't know you were married to Holden.
Yeah, well, the marriage was a mistake, but at least we were able to stay friends after we divorced. I feel really sorry for Lily. What she's going through right now makes what problems I have seem pale by comparison.
Well, what kind of pale problems could an attractive lady like you have?
Plenty, and believe me, you don't owe me.
I'd like to know you better. Maybe we could have dinner sometime.
I'd like that.
I'm a little late.
Oh, you haven't missed anything?
Cheddar cheese. It turns tortilla chips into hot, delicious
nachos.
But take away the cheddar,
Hey, bring that back.
and you're stuck with plain tortilla chips.
No way, Jose.
So pile on the cheddar.
All right.
Because tasty cheddar makes everything better.
This week, own the movie you've been waiting for. It's time to follow your heart. It's time to discover the enchantment. It's time to touch the magic again. Own the Academy Award-winning Beauty and the Beast, coming to video cassette.
Kibbles and Bits Lean. Kibbles and Bits Lean has made me a lean, mean canine machine.
Running lean, boss, we're running mean.
Yeah.
Kibbles and Bits Lean, Kibbles and Bits Lean.
What do they mean by Kibbles and Bits Lean? All the great taste of Kibbles and Bits with 30% less fat than the leading dog food.
Here you go. Tastes great, huh, boss?
What are we gonna get, boys?
Kibbles and Bits Lean. We're a lean, mean canine machine.
Mom said to share this with you. So if you want some, just say, Michael, I like a piece of pie. Simple. Just, you let me know.
Sara Lee pies. They're big, just like homemade. So there's plenty to share.
Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
So how'd your meeting go at Worldwide?
I don't think I should be discussing that with the CEO of Walsh.
You know, I don't have to be the competition, Eleanor. If you came back to work at Walsh, we could do this more often.
Yeah, but then we'd never, ever get any work done. Besides, I have to hang around M&A. The way things are going with Holden, I don't know when Lily's gonna get back there.
Any more news?
Yeah. He's flying in on a commercial flight with his therapist at 5:30. Seth's gonna pick him up.
Why aren't they flying back with the others?
He didn't want to, Kirk. They're just strangers to him.
It's gonna be weird seeing him and knowing that he doesn't remember us.
I know.
I get the distinct feeling that something more than Holden is bothering you. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. I need to talk to you, Kirk. It's about my trip when I went to Chicago.
I've seen the file on Kruger. A lot of it's cross-referenced to the Crawford file. Now, I'm sure the Harpers use a code to cover what the payments are really for. I need to have both files to crack it.
glad I caught you before you left.
Oh, Anthony, I didn't expect to see you back this afternoon.
I didn't know what to say to Holden when he asked me why he was in New York. I didn't want to lie to him, but I didn't think I should be dumping the truth on him and Lily after everything they've been through.
Well, you weren't lying. I mean, you weren't expecting him, Seth. But I don't think Lily is ready to tell Holden about the argument that they had.
Oh, come on, Ivy. You know, and I know that that's not the reason that he came to New York. It's because he found out that Aaron was Julie and his son. Now, how long do you intend to keep that little bit of information to yourself?
Do you honestly think that Lily is ready to hear the truth now?
How long have I been asleep?
Well, not very long. How are you doing?
I feel so helpless, Emma. I would do anything if I could give Holden his memory back.
I know. You have to remember that we have Holden back. And we have to accept him the way he is. We have to help him rebuild a new life.
I just wish that my last memory of us together wasn't that awful argument. If it weren't for that, he wouldn't have gone down to New York.
Lily, you can't blame yourself for what happened in New York.
I can't help it. That is the reason he went down there. I drove him out of the house. I just don't understand why New York. We better get started or we won't have time to see my family before we go to the airport.
I'm almost afraid to leave this place.
I know. It's natural for you to feel that way. But it's time for you to move on.
I hope so.
Holden, this is a start of a whole new life. And I'm going to be with you every step of the way. I'm going to help you make that transition. Come on.
A U.S. government report indicates there are 47 million Americans who are functionally illiterate. And unfortunately, America has dropped to 49th in literacy in the world.
Learn to read with Hooked on Phonics, the musical reading program. Then, read to learn with SRA reading comprehension used by over 60 million people.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
Wow, mud on a new carpet. How beautiful. Oh no, not the Regina Steamer carpet cleaner. It's too powerful. And it's too easy to use. It doesn't respect dirt like I do. Oh no, not my tricycle tracks. Oh no, not my flea circus. No, not my self-portrait.
Regina, powerful enough to clean up after Pigpen.
When I babysit, I come prepared. You know, puppets, crayons. But last week I'm sitting for the Pitzel twins who don't look like twins at all, and they're into these toys. Gina has this spin-around carousel, and Max has a spin-around train. Play School makes them. And they push down these plunger things, and the train and the carousel spin around. And they make these cute noises, and there's these little guys, and they didn't even notice when their folks went out. I am thinking of buying some myself. You know, as a business investment.
She's awakened
You're crazy!
inside a living nightmare.
I'm not gonna lose you again.
Knots Landing premieres tonight.
Friday, Bee's back in the Golden Palace.
Do you move as good as you look? Walk away now and no one gets hurt.
The reunion of the years at the Golden Palace. Then Halloween haunts Major Dad, and it's got Gunny, the Lieutenant, and the General.
They're monsters!
But wait till you see the Major Monster. Major Dad after the Golden Palace Friday.
Think about it. For the first time in history, we have a three-man election that looks more uncertain as the big day draws closer. Donahue calls in the experts later this afternoon at 5. Up next, the question, can Mindy survive without Nick? Guiding Light is next here on WJBK TV2.
Jewelry by Monet. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS,